Hi guys, welcome to the 34th episode of the webcast, and today is the third episode where we will be creating some our landing gear. So let's get right to it. So let's see here. Let me show you what I am seeing as well, so that you won't get lost here in the process. Okay, so we're going to modeler and see what we will be doing actually. Let me first of all load our draft objects that we'll be doing. So first we start with the upper leg. So the upper leg is something like this. So let us go on by refining and making it much more presentable and more convincing as a landing gear. Okay. So here we are. First, we should start with a cylinder, which I'll be adding here. Okay. There. So there we are. Let me center that 0, 0. Oh, it doesn't want that. There. There. Once more. And let me see the properties here. I want 32 sides again. 0.054 millimeter. Okay. So here we are, and we have our cylinder here. Okay. So our cylinder is being here, so I have to just put it somewhere here. Okay. Or somewhere hold there. Okay, so now let's try to build it up from here, from this point. Okay, so I'm going to show you some reference pictures that I am drawing I'm trying to what I'm trying to achieve. So I have a slideshow here, so you can have these very nice examples of some landing gear parts. Here you have something which is very much on scale. Okay. Once more, you have some more you have a fully textured and multi-part landing gear, many colors, very, very nice. Here you have one more example of the geometry, and this is another fine example. Okay. So let's get back to that. I will be trying to, I would really like that. I like these transitions here and these bevels here, so I'll try to create just this. Okay, so let me take it away for reference, and let's see now what is going to happen there. Okay, back on the Amiga, and back on my Amiga, and then first let's start by smoothing up this guy here, and let me see what we see. Bevel it, and let's do an inset. So I have a grid of 100 millimeter per 100 millimeter grid. So this would be, say, if I do that by default, that's what I will be having. So that's not what I want. Okay. So I will just start with the inset, let me start with 1 millimeter or 2 millimeter and increasing that incrementally. Okay, and that should be 3 millimeter. Yes. So yeah, now I'm gonna zoom in so that you see what I'm doing. There. Okay. So here you also see a nice cross section, a nice cross section of it, perhaps here. Okay. So once more, I'll be doing insetting once more. So if I continue with this glide angle, it's going to go on and go on in the same angle, but that's not what I want. Okay, what I really want is that should be, the inset is going to be increasing with every try. So once more, see, now it's going to be, it's becoming more and more, you know, coming in. So once more, that should be 6. And I think we should be just fine. Or I can go back, and the last one, the last bevel attempt, that should be, say 2. There. So let's see if this is correct. Yes, this is correct. I really like that. Can zoom in and see the result. Okay, so that's our first bevel. Okay, now let me create a hole here. And what I want now is just beveling it without shifting anything. So let's say I want this to come somewhere here. So I can first measure it from here, say 70 millimeters inset. Okay, let's start with 70 millimeters. So I'll just try 70 millimeters here, and this goes to 0. There. Okay, so you see what the end result is. There. Okay. And now what I want to do is I want to bevel this hole a bit, and it doesn't have to be as detailed as this one. Okay, so I'll just create a an inset of, say, 5 millimeters and 5 millimeters. Oh, sorry, 5 millimeters shift, but actually that should be -5, because if I do 5 millimeters plus, that should continue in that direction. Okay, while minus will go back. So -5 millimeters and here. Okay, there. And from then I can really go on and create the hole by putting that in 0. Minus, this can be go to -50. There. And now created a hole. I don't have to dig anymore, because, you know, I will be having an object there, so that won't be visible. Okay, so now I have these, the edge is very nice, so I'll just let me just rename the surface and give it a nice gray, whitish gray and quite specular material. Yep, a little bit of smooth, and then let me save that. There, upper stage 2, upper leg to stage 1. Okay, so this is my leg. Now I'll start beveling towards the other side. Okay, again, what I'm trying to achieve is these here. So I've done this one. Okay, I'm going on. Let's say I want this to be quite shorter, and now I want to do these bevels here that end up in this quad, which is also somewhat refined here on the angles, the edges. Okay, so let me do that again. Let me go back to the Amiga, and let me have my reference here. And now I want to bevel it again. So let's say inset now is going to be -5. I'm expanding outwards. -5. So the shift shall be, or no, perhaps just let me see what it's going to do. No, that's going to be plus. Yeah, that's going to be on the plus side. Only my refinement here is going to be more there. Okay, so I want to have a stage, an interstate here before going on and expanding. So undo. So let's say -5 and 5 millimeters. Let me see that. Let me see my angle here. There, and perhaps here. Okay, there. Undo. Bevel. So I will be shifting that, but the inset is going to be, say, -2. There. Now I'm going to be shifting it one more. And my shift is going to be -5. There. And now I've achieved this smooth transition here. Okay. And now I am continuing with the expansion here. So something like this. So now that is going to be drastic. So I will be, say, doing like 100 millimeter inset, or -100 millimeters inset, and the shift is going to be 50, something like this, or perhaps not, but I can also create that as well, but it was too much, I guess. So inset is going to be -50, say. There. I think that is much more acceptable. Hold on a bit. No, let us do bevel -80. -80, shifting, perhaps here is the right thing to do. And then manipulating it by moving that. And I think we are just where we want to be. And just do a small bevel here. Okay, expanding that a bit so that the transition will be quite smooth. So I will be insetting, say, -10, and the shift will be 5. Let me zoom in and see what's going on there. There. Yes, great. And once more, undo. Let's see. Now I'll be insetting -15. there. So the next thing that's going to happen is I'm going to be adding that to the to the quad. Okay, so that is the first part, say, of my landing gear. Okay, and I'm saving that, and let's go for the next part. Now the next part is going to be a let's start with a cube, but let me see now what is going to be much better idea. Let's start with a quad first. Okay, let's do that. Box. So there. Anyway, we don't care yet about you know, doing that. Minus 30. What we care about, that it's going to be quad there. So that is going to happen. So I'll just let me see what I'm going to be doing now. Here I have to create, yeah, there. So let me create a there, minus 40, 400, let's minus 800. And this is going to be minus 4. So this is going to be a cube, okay. But now I'm increasing the segments. And let's say the segments should be, say 6. If I have 6, I'm gonna be having too many segments on my y-axis. So undoing and going to 4, perhaps. And let's see what I've done here. No, undo. What we're going to do now is halve everything. 3, 2, 3, and create this multi-polygon quad here. Okay, so metaforming that is going to create this, and doing it once more is going to create this. What I really want is these guys here. So I'll just take these here. Okay. And just let me see if I did it correctly now. There is some bending involved, so I'll just... No, it's quite alright. It's great. Okay, so all I need is these guys here. So I'll just do a stretch on the y-axis there. Okay, and on another layer I'll just create a two boxes that will be from here, there. No, undo. That should be one segment once. There. And now another box. Oh, let's use just this one. Okay, so let me take it there. Great. Okay, so switching layers and subtracting this one. Okay, say the upper part. merge points, 48 points eliminated, and then just going down here, let's say, great. There, switching layers, subtracting, and 48 points eliminated. Now I have this great piece of machinery. Anyway, this rounded quad here. Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, let me see how that fits in my, in the my cylinder, my previously made cylinder. So first of all, I would like to center that on the z axis. So F2 here, great. Now they're both in. They are both my objects are in alignment, let's say. This is what I will be. No, sorry. This is what I will be having. Okay. There. So let me see how I'm going to be doing that. There. Of course, I can do a union on that, but I have to be very sure that these points intersect here. So I will just moving that, 200 micrometers there, so that I am certain that, they will be intersecting. Now, what I would like to resize that a bit, or stretch it there quite a bit. Okay, so it's 0.8. So undo, going in 0.8, 0.8, and this is what I want here. Okay. So let me see, no points eliminated here, no points eliminated here as well. So let me go back and see if my objects interlap. Yeah, they do. Now, and now is the time for the union, and let's hope that it will be correct. It's great. Okay, so merging 32 points merged. So I have this side here, which is very, very nice. Okay, so I'm saving that as stage 2. Let me see, what was stage 1 again? Yes, so stage 1. This is stage 2. Okay, let me see here, there. Now I have stage 2 done. Okay, let me see now. Now, as I see here, there are some gaps that I would wish to eliminate there. There are some screws there involved, and there's a gap. So now I will take. Okay, so let's see what is happening here. I don't need that. I might need that actually. Let me see. Yes, I will be needing this. Okay, so I will be taking these points and deleting them, and with I know I'm in polygon mode. There. I just want the silhouette here. So inverting my selection and deleting. Now that's all I have left. With this on the background layer, I want, let me see what I want really. Yeah, so let me manipulate some of the objects here. So there, there. And actually, I think this is the point where I will be switching to curves, really. So watch what I'm doing now. Okay. Now let's think smart a bit. Let's be smart for that and see what our, so this is my polygon. I'm killing that. Okay, killing this thing actually. Kill polygons, right? And let me make some. I don't need these. There. So let me just create this here and make it as a curve. So this is the curve here. This is a curve that you see these smooth lines. Let's go on there. There. And I have here as well to work with. Great. Okay. So this point is going to be moving to x0. Well, we're moving that to x0. Perfect. Okay. Now watch what I will be doing here now. Multiply and mirror. So I'll be mirroring that here. Okay. Let me see that if I... There. This is what I want to achieve. So I will be deleting these again. There, and re-multiplying by mirror. Enter. Okay, so this is my... This is a... let's say it's a curve. Let me see if it is visible, but anyway, doesn't matter. So I'm multiplying it again, mirroring it, this layer, and now I'm copying that layer 4, and with this layer on the background, I will be rotating that on my 90 degrees, which is the R button. No, sorry. First I'm going to do, I have to paste it, and then the R button here. Now I see that I have to be having the same, this should be intersecting here. If they don't, what I am going to be doing really is just placing it here and G placing it here, there, and so this is my correct curve. So I'm just taking this away. What's that poly anyway? And let me just remirror it, the correct one now. There. Now these guys are the wrong ones. Okay, so these are the wrong ones, so I'm deleting them. Going to number 4, copy, layer 3, paste, and then rotating them. And now let's see what we've done. So these should fall the same. Yeah, it's almost the same. So we don't care. We can fix that. Okay. So we'll just copy this layer or cut this layer. Go here and paste that. Okay. So we have some See these points here, you know, they interlap, so we can actually measure that distance. Okay, and it is 1.02 millimeters. Okay, so let's see what we can do about that. 1.02 millimeters. So we go to merge points, absolute, and let's say 1.03 millimeters, and say 22 points eliminated. Let's see what we've done here. And go back here and see, oh, they're great. There's only 1 point here. Okay, go back here, G, 1 point, and it is what we wanted to achieve. Okay, so let's see now. Let me go a bit upwards there. So this is my shape, the shape I wanted to have. And what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be, let's say, copying that. I don't want to lose that, and pasting it in a new layer. And now I'll be freezing that, so the curves will be polygons. Oops. Which is actually, yeah, exactly. I forgot what I forgot to do here is this is a multitude of curves. See, there are many curves. It's not one, so I want one closed curve. So let me see if I can merge. Yeah, I have one curve here. Amazing. So I just pressed Shift Z, which is merge, polygon, revise, merge. Okay. So now, having done that, copy layer 4, paste, and Shift, no, Control D. And now I have a, let me see, do I have any? Yes, I have a surface with that. Okay. So going on, I'm extruding that. And I'm extruding that, say, wait a minute, this is 710. 710, let me say it will be 20 millimeters. So segments 1, 20 millimeters there. Okay, so this is going to be my first. Now I want this to be black. And let me do that. Gear upper leg 2, black. There. Okay, going on now. I want this surface again to be extruded. There. And that is going to be, now let's see. Numerically, that is going to be 100, 200, 300, 400, 400 millimeters. Okay, what do I have here? Yes. So I will be having this, inverting that, and I will be choosing this, and this, as you can see, I can see the inside of that. Okay, which is not good, so I want the outside of that. And by the way, I will be resurfacing that as white. There. great, as white. Okay, now I want to repeat that process here. So I'll be selecting that, multiplying extrusion and 20 millimeters. 20 millimeters. So let me go up here. There, 20 millimeters, and there, and flipping. Okay, so this is going to be black here, accept, and I want one more segment of that, which should be, let's say, it should be 100 millimeters thick. So I'm carefully selecting the last polygon here, as you can see. Multiply, extrude, axis, numeric, and 100 millimeters. There. Once more, I have to hold on a bit. Why? Let me see why this is happening. Actually, extrude, numeric, 100. No, it's okay. Yeah, because if I place minus 100, it's going to be going downwards. So, yep. Or I can flip the polygon, and then numeric, and then let's see. Yeah, it's correct. Now this is correct. Yes. Okay, so this is, let's say this is black. We wanted white. So I want it white. So here, let me see if I did this correctly. So let's see. 237. I think this is everything. Let me zoom in and see. Yep. Okay. So that should be. Let's see, what is wrong? White. That should be white. Okay. Should be white. I think we're done with this segment as well. Okay, so let me just save that. Let me save that. First, let me merge that. So this is the first segment. Then this is the segment that's going to be there. Yes. So let me land it correctly and see if. No, I need to get closer. There. And going in and say there. Yeah. There. Great. Okay. Let me just back a bit. Yes. Great. So what do we have so far? Let me see how that would look. That would look like that. Okay. Great. So what we've done now here, if you see, if you can identify this part here, this is this part here. So what I did is the shorter version of this one, and then I made this part here. Okay. There. Let's see now what. Let me save that. Actually, X, and this is a new layer here. Okay. And let me save this actually, and this is stage 3. That will be stage 3. Okay. So let me see what we did here. This is stage 3. This is the lower stage of the upper of the upper leg. Okay. We can actually try to follow that shape here. Just let me see how we are going to do that, really. So let me take that away from you guys. So this is, so I just saved that. Now we have this one, and I can actually, let me see how that look, that will look if I size that. No, that won't look good. That won't look good at all. But what I can do, I can really resize that. There. Now I can see. Yeah. Now I can start following this curvature here. Okay. And let me see the other reference images, what they are, you know, if they have anything more to give me. So let's say I can do some quad-like thing, you know. Here I have some elements I would really like to do, and we can also, yes, we can start creating a transitional, you know, low polygon arm, longer arm here. So yeah, there. Yes, and we can take that. Let me see here. We can have this on the background. So let's say X. Let me move that here. Let me move that here and say, what is this going? This has to offer me. No, let me improvise. I'll try to improvise here. So I will take a I will just, for this to happen, I would like to have only this thing visible here. So hide everything else, and then I will be having this here. And what I want to do is create some capsules. So let me see now what I have to do for that. So let me create a disk. Create a disk with only 8 sides. So what that would give me? That would give me something like this. Yeah. Okay, so now I can bevel it and say I want you to minus, say, 200 millimeter and shift minus shift 200 millimeter. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Okay, only the other towards the other side. So undo, flipping that, bevel, doing that as well. So there. So there. That would be a bit too much. Inset minus 150. 150. Inset should be now minus 50. And that should be minus 300. There. And now I can move from that. Let me see here. There's a no. Yeah, there's this guy. This thing does not have a there. So I'll just flip that. Now there's a polygon here. Okay. So you can see that here. Now I will be shifting that even more here. There. Okay. And now, what? Sorry. Now I want to be valid and start to 100. Sorry. 100 millimeter. And doing a 200. Yes, here. Okay. Now watch this. I have this shape here. So now I'm putting it somewhere like here. Okay. Just let me center it on that axis. Okay. Now I'm multiplying that. Now I'm multiplying that. No, let me see. No. I won't do that. I will be copying and pasting into 3 layers. So 1, 2, 3, 4 layers total. So the first one I'm going to leave intact. The second one I'm going to be putting the cursor into 0, 0, as you can see here, 0, 0, and pressing once the R button. No, wait. Yep, pressing once the R button. Third layer, pressing twice the R button. And fourth layer, pressing 3 times the R button. So what I did, layer 1 has stayed in 0 degrees, layer 2 90 degrees, layer 3 has rotated to 180, layer 4 to 270. Okay. Now I am going back to layer 1, and with background into layer 2, I will be doing a union and merge every time I do a union. Say once more, going back, and going forward on the layers. Union again. Sorry, no bevel. 14 points eliminated, and then I'm going to here, union again, and bevel. 14 points eliminated. So what I did now is this guy here. So so these are the, you can be creative by using tools in some unorthodox ways. Okay, so now here I would like to match that here, let's say, and let me jump right here, and I may need to resizing that. Be careful with the translation. And size, and just let it fall there, just wait on the silhouette here. So G, let's see, there's some gap here and going down there. Great. So now I have the feet. which should fall just nicely for, you know, the shape here. Okay. Of course, I can. Oh, just let me first finish that. So I'm unhiding these guys here. Okay. Let me rename that and rename that as, let's say, red. Gear up like the red. And create a I'll just copy it because there is no intersection between these two. I think, yeah, there's no intersection between these two, or there is, but let me see what I can do. Yeah, let's try a union. Let's try a union for that and see what happens. Ah, great. It was united. 705 points eliminated. But let me see what's going on here. Haha, great. And I can, of course, now I'm starting feeling creative, you know, because now there's so many parameters one can do. Because let's see, if I say take away my, you know, or undo the union and say fix that so that it's, you know, that thing here goes on so high. Now you can imagine what will happen if I do a union. So you can see this guy is going inside the other, you know. Yeah, or even better, because since I see here there's a gap, I can leave that, of course, or I can say, okay, this should be stretched a bit there. Okay, so now I am unifying that. It's amazing. And merging points, 706 points eliminated. So this is the end product of my landing gear. Quite neat, huh? One last step I would like to do is, because you know you can perfection this. These are 4 interlapping polygons here. Okay, so you can fix these. You can fix this by, let's say, first you take, you know, you hide away all the other not interesting polygons, you know, and you just kill these guys, these polygons, and draw, you know, start drawing, you know, by selecting the outermost points here, by defining the silhouettes of the final polygon. And then, having done that, you don't mess with, you know, you don't want to mess with that, with these inner ones. Okay, so you just press P and it is done. So unhiding everything else should be quite fine. And let's do a last merge and see if there's nothing wrong. So you can see there are some points here. So now here, these points are not used. So you can select carefully these. There, there, and there. Okay, so now your object is clean. Your object is clean, optimized, and quite interesting. Okay. What else? There are some details I would really love to add, which I am going to do. But I can show you what I'm talking about. So you have these here, these screws here. I think there are screws. So I'll just make an effort now and add them. And they seem quite nice, quite interesting. Okay, then we can texture, you know, put some signs here. These guys can be, we can model in our next episode. Okay. So let me go ahead and add these as a final step for today. Okay, now let's see, where were we? We were there, yes. So this is my, there. Let me first, let me save first. Stage 4. Great. So let me say first G here. Okay. There. So we are going to be watching this here. So I need this. What did I do? Oh yeah, there was a previously selected polygon, so we're doing this, hiding everything else. So I want to be landing these 4 screws here. Okay, so let me see now what we need and what we don't need. We don't need that, we don't need that, etc. So we will be needing that. So these, I think we would go ahead with a we'll go ahead and use some spheres, okay, to work with. So let's see now what we need. Let me see that. No, sorry, that's a 2-dimensional one. There and there. Let me go front to see how symmetric this is, and let me see here. The center is not of much importance. On this here is somewhat important, and see. Let me see what is going on here. And let me now try to, so will that fit? Will that do? So that is how that's going to be. Which is quite nice. So yeah, quite nice, quite convincing, of course. Yes. So going back and doing that. Okay. Now I need something to, no, let's leave it at that for now. And let's do some, we can have a hexagonal, first of all, gold. There, this is gold, this is made of gold. So let me define some, how do I do that? Yeah, first I create a, let's create a star-shaped hexagon by doing let's see now, points here and here. Okay, so now I'm going to be multiplying that in a not lathe array, radial. So I want that to be multiplied not here. Actually, I want it to be multiplied into minus 244 and 258. Minus 244, 258. So here, minus 244 millimeter and 258 millimeter. Oops. Ha. Undo. Let me do something else. Let me center that first, and then center that secondly, and go on here. There. Okay. So once more, polygon points, there. 2 points multiplied by an array here. 6, let's say, there. Undo. Why isn't it? Maybe perhaps I have to have it just like this. No, wait a minute. This is 0, 0. Array. Now why isn't that? Yeah. Duh. There. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have to work on my shape here. So my shape, that's going to be let's say undo first. And this is my mirror here. Now this will be my array here. Okay, so this is my array. Let me see how the points are faring. There, now there. Okay. And no, once more. Let me redo that. There. Multiply array, repeating that. Almost there. Almost there. So let me see what's missing now. And G. Undo. There. And stretching along this axis here. There. So multiply array 6. Yes, and that is quite all right, because what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be measuring this, and this is 85 micrometers. So this is, yeah, so let's try 85 micrometers. Merge points, absolute. So 85 micrometers is 0.85 millimeters. 1 millimeter. So no, undo. Undo. So let's see now. Yep, there. Okay, so now we have 12 points. Great. So let me enlarge this a bit. There. Okay, that's it. That's a torque screw, by the way. Torque screw. And let me now I'm going to be doing my drill. Y-axis slice. No, it doesn't work because I need to reverse the you know, the layers. So drill, slice. Yeah, now it works. So undo first, doing some more, you know, perhaps, yeah. And now I want to selecting only the upper, only the upper hemisphere, and drill and slice. Great. Let me do that. Let me be smart and stencil that and do it and rename that as gold 2 for in order to be able to select that. Great. Now I'm going to select. Nay, why? Why? Interesting. Undo. No, redo. And do that. Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to be stenciling that gold 2, and it's done. Now let's see. Why doesn't it rename that? Interesting. Strangely interesting. Undo. Drill. Let me do that. Yeah, but there is create. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but where is it gold to? That perhaps is a bug, but let me try that too. There. Yep. I don't think that should be happening. Which is very strange. Drill. Y stencil create. Yes. Very strange. Very strange. So let me see now. This here. Do something else. I'll create something. Merc. Let's see now. Okay, flip. Yes. Undo. Extrude. Multiply. Once. Undo. Aha! Yeah. Yes. That's because. Oh man. That's so lame. Anyway, killing polygons, creating one single. Stupid. Creating one single polygon. there, P. Now this is going to work. Okay. No, there's nothing wrong with the light wave. Just that I'm too stupid. There. Stencil. Okay. See how nice it is? It happened. So now, yes, great, amazing. Okay. So now I am just. Let me see. No, it's like melting eye. Anyway, no, smooth shifting minus 10 millimeters. So that's the last thing we're doing for tonight, minus 10 millimeters. Yep, now our screw is created. Okay, so recapping. There, so this is the screw that I'll be screwing around with. Here, there, G, there. Yeah, one more mistake I did here, there, because yes. Let me redo that. Undo. Yes, so this is selection there, drilling, gold 2, great, and then selecting gold 2, smooth shifting minus 10. Okay, so this is your screw, and let me see now. Yes, this is the correct thing. And let me, oh, sorry, undo, redo, and absolute point automatic, no points limited, which means that our object is clean. So this is here. Let me see where the other object is. There. So this is these are the 4 screws here. There. Great. Okay, now just have to rotate it there and see if the boolean works as intended. So there. Yes. So first of all, I have to do a lathe, or sorry, I have to create an array of 4. No, wait a minute. There. Yes. Great. So now I have 4 screws here, and my base object is here as well. So that is how what it's going to look like. And let me recheck everything. Sorry, where was I? Here. Let me recheck everything here. It's I think this is great. This is good. And I am uniting them. Yep, and it worked. And it worked just fine. So merging points, 128 points, and hiding everything. This is the upper leg. So I'm saving that. Stage 5. A lot of work today. So I think we are a go. So let me see. load object, it's stage 5. Let's see what we've done so far. Massive object, so there, amazing. Yeah, so amazing objects, Anyway, yeah, you can, the red guy, I think I will be taking that away and putting some red here. To red. Yeah, something like this. Now we'll be starting to say, working on that gold color highlights, and then gold 2. We will be doing that anyway without the smoothing, because that's the inside of this, of the screw, which starts looking great. Okay, so shadows here as well. Long to be desired, but anyway, yeah. There. Okay. So let me save that, and we'll be doing some surfacing and some more modeling on our next episode. Okay. Thank you for watching, guys. Shout out to our patrons: George Sokanos Volquero, Yarla Midwan, GS, Anthony Jarvis, and Todd Chamberlain. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and see you next Monday. Bye bye.